We can literally become furious when our core beliefs are challenged. One good starting point is recognizing the different types of reactions people have when faced with unbelievable stories. To be honest, have you ever gotten super angry about something that didn't fit in with your way of thinking, only to soften your attitude after becoming more familiar with the topic? When reacting with anger, we often attack not the story itself, but the person telling it. How could you be so foolish as to believe something like that? This sidesteps the issue brought up by the story and turns the incident into a personal battle. Bariska, the so-called Indigo Child, claims to have lived on Mars in a past life before being reborn here on Earth to save it from nuclear apocalypse. If his story is to be believed, Martians were allegedly wiped out by a nuclear conflict thousands of years ago, and he warns that Earth is headed in the same direction and will share the same fate as his people. According to The Sun, Bariska say he was a former Martian pilot who journeyed to Earth after his planet was devastated by a war that broke out between two sets of beings on the Red Planet. Despite there being few survivors at the time, there were still some of his species who thrived after learning how to build reinforced shelters and develop new weapons. That I remember that time when I was 14 or 15 years old. The Martians were waging wars all the time, so I would often have to participate in air raids with a friend of mine. We could travel in time and space flying in round spaceships, but we would observe life on Earth on triangular aircraft. Martian spaceships are very complicated, said Bariska.